So I'm not going to talk long. Yeah, I also want to thank Emery and Benoit, who had started this conference. And the Africa Institute, of course, for hosting us, and for everybody for coming over from far or nearby, even those who are or were online. It's thanks to all of you and us that we're able to have these conversations. You're investing your own money, your own time, but I also hope that you feel that it's worth spending that time and spending this money on this community, on this network. I would like to invite people who feel like participating in the scientific committee to set up the CRN PhD days, which will take place in Leuven next year, to reach out to me somewhere around after the summer, around September. I guess the CRN PhD days will take place. They will have to take place in the second half of 26. I can't see doing that in the first half of 26. But if any one of you feels like contributing, then, you know, around September, October, drop me an email. And then, because these things, you know, take a while, slowly you start having conversations. In order to organize such an event, you know, you need to start almost a year before the event takes place. So that's one invitation. Another invitation is, Benoit already said it at the beginning of the conference, we've got this section of field notes on our website of the Congo Research Network. And I would really, really love it if almost all of you, because all of your research projects are so fascinating, and the quality is so high, and I really think the wider world deserves to read more about your work, and do know that, you know, our website is not hidden behind a paywall, which, you know, academic journals are, and books are as well. Even, you know, some they're open access, but the majority are not yet open access. Plus also the field notes do not need to be the same as academic articles or book chapters. The goal of the field notes is actually to demystify Congo as a place where it's impossible to carry out ethnographic research. So if you're interested in writing field notes, have a look at the archive, the digital archive on the website. We like to have 4 Word documents of 1,000 words each, with 1 or 2 illustrations, and we like it if you send them, you know, in a batch. So we have the 4 at once, and then we would post, you know, every week another one. If we have the 4 at once, we do not need to chase you after 3 days asking, like, where's the second or where's the third? So have a look at the kinds of field notes that have been published already. The style is in between diaries and academic articles. So you don't need to give away your data or your analysis or anything. You can keep that for the academic outlets, but write something accessible about your field work. Co-author, you know, you can write together with colleagues in the field workers in the with whom you're collaborating, you know, or with others, of course. Then another invitation is also to use our mailing list actively. Very often I get emails asking me to put something on the mailing list, and then, well, it would be good if, you know, majority of us post immediately on the mailing list themselves. You know, very often when I get that kind of email, I'm like, well, will I first ask that person if they have tried, and that if they have not yet tried to post it themselves, that they do it themselves, or will I just, just save time and post it immediately? So depending on how patient I am, it's either one or the other. But I would really urge you to, own the mailing list also. I'm not the one. I don't need to be the dominant voice or the dominant poster. So this is also an invitation to use our mailing list actively. And then finally, anyone who plans to go to the annual conference of the African Studies Association this year, which takes place in November. It would be great if many of you submit panel proposals or abstracts, because one of the main organizers is Pedro Monaville, one of our own. And me and another Congo scholar are also heading our sub-chairs, or chairs for sub-panels. You can find all the information on the website of the African Studies Association. The conference takes place in November in Atlanta. The call for panels is open now. So please show that, you know, that Pedro is that's a Congo scholar who is running the conference this year. And I would love to see many panel and paper submissions for the chair of Popular Culture and Media. So spread the word. Also to colleagues who don't work on Congo, of course, but it would be great to see many of you there as well. So I'm going to end here. Thanks again.
So, on behalf of the Africa Institute, Global Studies University, I'd really like to thank each and one of you who came here from far to make this event a successful one. So thank you so much. And I also want to thank those who participated online. There were some speakers who spoke online, and there were also the audience, a big audience online. So I'm thanking them as well. And I think it's not the last time. So we're going to see each other again in many places, but you can always come back here. It's your home. We have fellowships, senior scholars fellowships. We have postdoctoral fellowships. We have creative writers fellowships. So you can apply, and you can come anytime. And if you want to present a new research, we also have seminar series that we run here at the Institute. So, and I also want to end by thanking my colleagues here. You see the IT, they are still there. The communication team, and those who contributed, for the logistics. Without them, we wouldn't have all of this. And I would also like to thank Prof. Salah and Sheikh Al-Qasimi for the support. Without their support, we wouldn't really have all of this. So thank you so much. And with that, we close our conference. Okay. Thank you.